Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have the pleasure of being joined on the show by our very own Executive Director of Communication for the Troup County School System. I have Miss Irisha Jones. Irisha, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you know what? It's been a pleasure to have you on the show. And I was thinking back, I think the last time that I had Irisha on here, it was Irisha plus one.
Yes. It's been almost a year. I had a baby.
Yeah.
And he's 15 months now. Dante, DJ, we call him DJ for short. Yeah, little Dante. So yes, he's growing up on us.
You know what? And I had the opportunity to hold him when we had one of the downtown street events. He is so precious too.
He is. He's
so
a people person, and he came right up to you.
He did, didn't he? He did. I was like, wow.
New babysitter.
Okay. I'll take that on one time. All right. Well, Irisha, you're here representing the Troup County School System, which is, the instrument that touches so many lives in our community, and we just say thank you. And I know that you're the one with the finger on the pulse, kind of know a little bit about everything.
Right.
And we want to just kind of get some information out to our public this morning.
Okay.
But first of all, tell us just a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Well, I've been in Troup County almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years this September as the communication director for Troup County Schools. I came here from Virginia, where I was there working as a marketing communications person for the local housing authority, and I was also a TV news reporter for 10 years. So I worked at the news station in Virginia as well, also in Columbus, Georgia, Albany, Georgia, Mobile, Alabama, which is where my family is. So I've been around, grew up as a military brat, and I've been around. You have,
and I think when we were here last time, we talked about a gumbo, I believe it was.
Yes, gumbo.
Gumbo. With that Conecuh sausage.
Conecuh sausage.
That's right.
Yes.
And you know what? I went out and got some of the Conecuh sausage, and I must say it's very good.
Did you liked it?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah,
Good.
Absolutely.
It's one of my favorites.
I can see why. I can see why. Well, Troup County School System. We have a new superintendent.
Absolutely.
She's been here for about a year now, right?
About a year, July 1st.
Dr. Rachel Hazel.
Dr. Rachel Hazel.
Okay.
Yes. She comes to us from Volusia County in Florida. Huge school system, but she is a native of Coweta County.
Okay.
And Pike County, where she grew up as well. So she's home after 27 plus years.
Wow.
And she's glad to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking about whenever you have a new administration, there's some changes. And I know that the Troup County School System is going through some changes, and one of those is kind of rebranding itself.
Yes, lots of new changes. And so when she first got here, I asked her, I said, keep our logo and tagline the same, just for a little bit. And so she has her own vision and her own ideas. And so now we are in the process of rebranding, getting a new logo and a new district tagline that we're going to reveal in July. We're in the process of creating that now. But as far as the tagline, we went through a survey process, and I can say the tagline is going to be our schools, our community, and our future. Our current tagline right now is a place for every kid. So we're just moving in a new, different direction, and that tagline says it all. Yeah,
our school,
our schools, our community, and our future.
Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So important there. The schools impact the community. And also those students will impact the future, whether it be here in this community or whatever community that they choose to land in.
Right.
So fitting, so fitting.
New colors and everything. So we're excited to put all of that together and let everyone know what the new logo is.
Well, very
coming
good.
Soon.
We look forward to that. Blue and gold, I hope.
Those are probably going to be some of the colors.
Some of the colors. I'm gonna
sound like Troup related.
Absolutely, Troup related. And they touch so many lives, not only during in school season, but I understand that you all have some programs that you all are offering to students and also teachers over the summer. The first one is the Learning Cafe.
Yes, Summer Learning Cafe is geared more towards our parents and our students. Different areas that they can learn and grow as students, as families, and that will be starting in July. We do have that information posted on our website and also our social media pages. we put that out to the community. And we also right now have tons of professional learning going on for our teachers, different areas, whether it's parapros, whether if it's math, literacy. We have that going on right now at Clearview Elementary going on for our staff.
And it's so important. You talked about parents and teachers. It is so important that parents be fully involved with their kids' learning, because they're the first teachers that they actually see. So parents, we definitely want to encourage you to take full advantage of that. Do they sign up, or how do they get involved with that?
They could go to our Facebook page, and there is a link that they can they need to scan to register. Yes.
Okay, very good. And one of the things that I like to do, whether it be summertime, wintertime, is eat a good meal.
Yes.
I know that you all have a summer meal program as well, too.
Summer meal program is huge. It grows every year. Our nutrition program does a wonderful job, because we have a van that travels around to pass out these meals, and these meals are for anyone 18 and younger. You do not have to be a student of Troup County Schools to receive a meal, but you do need to call. We do have a number. The nutrition number is 706-883-1588. Just to call it in advance to make sure they get on the list, so they can have enough meals to feed everyone. But it's completely free. You get breakfast and lunch for the week, and there's multiple drop-off locations, whether it's at the public library, the Housing Authority in West Point and LaGrange, Hogansville, and also some points in the county as well.
Very good. Let me ask you a question. How important is a child is well nourished and learning? Is there a correlation?
Absolutely. When you come into school, if you're hungry, you can't think, right? So it does work hand in hand. Feeding the body, feeding the mind, there is absolutely a direct correlation on that.
Okay. And we definitely, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure all of this information is on your website.
Yes.
You can go out there and see that. And we just have gone through the graduation period. The high schools and the students have now moved to the next phase of life. Talk a little bit about graduation.
Yeah, we just had graduation right before Memorial Day, 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We had about 860 graduates.
Okay.
Yes, to graduate from Troup County Schools. And so this year, I think LaGrange I have the numbers here, had about 337 graduates.
Okay.
This year, Troup had 309, and Callaway High School had 214.
Wow. Wow. So there again, 860 new bright minds ready to take on the world in the various aspects, or whatever it is that they're going to go on to do.
Very talented. Very talented group.
And it is so important, once again, I know that some of them are going to be going off to college, some will be perhaps going to trade school, to military, whatever it is, but they're always going to be a reflection of our community. So going back to your new tagline, our school, our community, our future. So I can see how that definitely works hand in hand. And, and I know one of my coworkers, he was talking about years ago when he took his kid to school the first year, and all the teachers had a shirt on. It had a percentage on there that was a little disturbing. But now that percentage has dramatically increased.
Correct.
The graduation rate.
So 86%, which is higher than the state average. So every year we're improving. Every year we're increasing and finding different ways to do better. We just had testing in May, so we won't have those scores to come out to at least August, including the graduation rate. But we're always expecting good results and an increase as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then again, I think being able to do that, to get that rate up continually, to have it to go up, the parental involvement has to be there. That parental involvement. I was looking, unfortunately, there was a young man that was funeralized last week, and one of his things, he had perfect attendance from the time that he started school up until the time that he graduated. And it's something to be said about that.
Right, correct.
And half of the battle is being there or showing up.
Showing up,
absolutely.
and having that parents' encouragement as well.
Absolutely. So it's so vitally important. And talking about encouragement, I think when we're in school as students, we don't understand the full careness, the concern, and all of the various things, the molding that a teacher does in the life of a child.
Right.
And to be named Teacher of the Year really is a star among stars.
Absolutely.
And talk about the Teacher of the Year.
Teacher of the Year is one of our biggest programs in Troup County Schools. And I mean, it's a very extensive process because we start the process in September and that teacher is not named until March for the next school year. And so, you know, the judging process is anonymous. You know, there's 3 different steps where you have to be named. First, you have to be named Teacher of the Year for your school.
Okay.
And then you go on to compete with other teachers in your grade, and then you're named Teacher of the Year for the whole district. And so this year, in March, we have named Aiden Blackwell of LaGrange High School as our new District Teacher of the Year for the 25-26 school year. Yes, and he is an IB teacher there, and we're looking forward to seeing him go out in the community and speak about Troup County Schools and everything that we have to offer.
Wow. Teacher of the Year.
Yes.
And, you know, my hat is off to all teachers, whether Teacher of the Year, Teacher of the Classroom, Teacher's Assistant, or whatever, because, you know, it's such a important task, number one, and it's one that requires a lot of patience.
Lots of patience.
Lots of prayer.
Lots of prayer.
Absolutely. So again, we just say thank you to all of our teachers in the Troup County school system. And as we get ready to close out, Irisha, you guys are just doing remarkable things. I know I'm just going to give the acronym NSPRA.
Yes,
you guys have some awards.
Yes, it's
right?
called NSPRA. And
okay.
NSPRA is short for the National School Public Relations Association, which the Communications Department, myself and 2 others, we're a part of that organization, the national organization, and we're also a part of the local chapter, or the Georgia chapter association. And so what we do every year, everything that we highlight throughout the whole school year, we enter this information into awards. And so we have won several Georgia awards, but I don't believe in the past that we have won any national awards, but we won some this year. And we have 3. And so we have, and it's called Publication and Digital Media Excellence Awards. So we won an award for our video series we did with our Federal Programs Department for our Parent Engagement Month, which is usually in November. We won an award for a news release that I wrote for our ROTC presentation at Troup High School. And also a marketing award for our Points of Pride, which is considered our annual report. And so we're going to be recognized along with other school systems across the country at the national conference in Washington, D.C. next month. Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations.
And so this is, I mean, it's not just us doing the work. We're highlighting the whole school system. This is really why we do it, to let people know across the country what is happening right here in Troup County. Lots of wonderful things.
Absolutely. You know, that's remarkable. And we're going to say congratulations again to those 3 awards. So, you know, you guys, you say you had not won any, but then you got 3 of them.
Right.
So your bar has been raised.
That's just how it happens.
That's right. Your bar has been set there, hasn't it? Well, Irisha, you know, it's always a pleasure to hear what's going on in the Troup County school system. And I definitely want to get Dr. Rachel Hazen on to kind of talk a little bit more about some of the things that's going to be taking place in our school system. But you guys do an excellent job. And I just want to thank you for being my guest today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you for joining City Week this week, ladies and gentlemen. My guests have been from the Troup County school system. I had on the Executive Director of Communication, Ms. Irisha Jones, as she talked about the summer programs such as the Summer Learning Cafe and also the summer meals. And by all means, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the tagline and logo that will be coming out. And ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy to hear that our graduation rate continues to increase. It is at 86% right now, so we want everybody to do your part to continue to help our graduation rate go up, and up. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed this interview, and as always, I want to invite you back for more of City Week.